Hey everyone, I have another update for you. I have a few announcements that I want to make about changes to the podcast and plans for the future. Okay, so first things first, the changes. The most recent change, and the best one to my mind, is that we are now on iTunes. So now you can find the Biologic Podcast on iTunes, and you can download the MP3s to your phone or your iPod or whatever, and listen to the Biologic Podcast on the go. Alright, now next thing. Right now, I try to maintain a pretty steady posting schedule of about one episode a week. I've been able to maintain this pace for more than a year, but I'm finding that it's increasingly difficult. I'm taking on more responsibilities at my day job, and the day-to-day tasks, errands, and home repair of adulthood are all soaking up more and more of my time. So the podcast is definitely not coming to an end, but I will be slowing down the rate that I release content. From now on, the main episodes will be posted every 2 weeks instead of every week. This relaxed posting schedule will allow me to save some time in my personal life, and I can turn some of that saved time back around and invest it right back in the podcast in the form of more content, better content, and new types of content. Science news segments, for example, will still be released at their current rate. I'll still try and pump out the occasional special episode of Decomposing Nonsense, or something about life in space. But I also want to try new things, new video styles to attract different kinds of audiences, and to appeal to a wider range of people. One thing that I want to encourage is audience participation. I really like reading your comments and answering your questions, and I want to make some question and answer videos. My plan is that for every series, I'll make a follow-up video answering any frequently asked questions about the general topic, like biochemistry for Series 1, or evolution for Series 4, or biomes for Series 8. These questions will include stuff that I see asked a lot on forums, and it will also include any questions or relevant comments that you, as a viewer, might have as well. So to do this, I'll post a very short primer video outlining the topic, and you can ask your questions in the comment thread to that video. Then I'll do some thorough research to answer your questions, and I'll compile it all together into a long answer video that will then be placed at the end of each series playlist. I'll most likely delete, or at least unlist, the primer video at the same time that I post the full answer video. I think that'll be a cool way to round out the playlist, and clear up any lingering misunderstandings before moving on to the next series. I have more plans for different kinds of future videos as well, but I don't want to give away all of my plans and all of my secrets right now. Although, I do want to give you just a little hint about one of the things I'm working on that I'm particularly excited about. Think long-form, narrative-driven episodes like Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, but instead of epic stories about Mongol hordes and the horrors of the world wars, my episodes will go deep into stuff like evolution, diseases, medical technology, life in space, and more. Alright, I hope that got you pretty excited for the future of the Biologic Podcast. And as always, thanks for listening.